This call is now being recorded.
All right, I'll be sharing my screen now. All right, please confirm you can still see my screen. Thumbs up, any thumbs up. You can still see my screen. Can anybody hear me? Okay, all right, thank you. So the reason why, like I mentioned the earlier time, the reason why we're here today, because one of our very good consultants is here to present the project that they have been working on within the Amdari internship. Many of you here that joined this particular program, you've definitely attended the session. This might be your first session with us, or you've been seeing Amdari internship before. You don't know what's you know what we do. You have a faint idea about what we do, but you're probably still deciding, still in the consideration stage. The reason why we put this session together is because so you can have first-hand experience of what our interns, our consultants do work on when it comes to their internship program. So you know that when we say that you're working on real life project, it is not that we create a project for you out of thin air. You also get to experience the kind of projects that the interns are working on. And today, Henry is going to be presenting something called building a real-time weather data pipeline using MongoDB. So first of all, what is Amdari? Amdari, we are a platform that spotted a gap between those taking tech courses and actual experience that people gain while trying to get a job. We spotted a gap. And what is the gap? We realized that recruiters are looking to hire experience even for entry level jobs. So what do? We put together a real world experience program that helps people gain valuable and real world experience that they can show to any potential recruiter for them to be able to get a job. And what do I mean? In the UK market today, recruiters will always ask you one very important question: do you have the experience, the UK experience? And trust me, when you have the UK experience, it is when you don't have the UK experience, it is very, very easy to spot. And when you have the UK experience, it is very easy for you to confidently show up for an interview without reading, without preparation, and ace that particular interview. Why? Because you have worked on real life projects and real life case scenarios. You have worked with cross-functional teams. You have been a data analyst. You have worked on real life projects. You have used some of the best or some of the modern tools that different kind of you know, tech background uses to work on a real life project. So when you are being asked questions like, tell me a time whereby you ran into an issue and you're able to resolve it as a data analyst, you don't try to start thinking, if you hire me, I am going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's not a case of if you hire me, I'm going to do this. It's a case of while I was working as a data analyst, I worked on this project and this was the result and outcome of the project. This was the tools I used. This was how I did it. This was the stakeholders' outcome. This was what I achieved with that particular project. The company was able to save the amount of money we made for this particular project. That is the difference between what we do at Amdari and whatever course you have taken from Coursera, from any other training organization or institution has have taken you. So we transfer some of those skills, some of those things that you have learned theoretically, some of those tools you have learned, we transfer it into giving you real life projects for you to work on and build yourself. I'll still be introducing you to some of the ways that we have helped people to land a job in the UK, sponsorship uh, jobs that pay them more salary, senior roles, and so on and so forth in the UK. I'm going to take you through that. But in the meantime, let's proceed for now. After the presentation, then we'll circle back on that. So who am I? Why should you listen to me? My name is Olumide Egbemakinde. I'm a data-driven growth marketing specialist. I have a expertise in media buying, programmatic buying, helping businesses and helping brands grow and scale themselves. You understand? I'm an entrepreneur myself and a marketing expert. I've been helping organizations grow revenue to millions and so on and so forth over the last 5 years. My aim or what I have been doing as an impact is to actually deliver results. You understand? I'm data driven. So I use data to deliver results. I use data to help organizations save money or to help them make more money. And I have also been very, very playing pivotal role when it comes to the edtech industry in the last 2 or 3 years. So that's a brief summary about me. Currently, I head growth at Amdari, and what do I do? I have passion for helping people like you who are seeking to get a tech job in the UK, who are seeking to get sponsorship job in the UK, to show you and to pitch you what Amdari's offers are and help you align your goals, your plans to what Amdari has to offer you. And then everybody has a win-win situation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Amdari helps you, and then you also get your sponsorship job. You also get the jobs of your dream, whether be it in the UK, in Canada, or in the United States of America. That is a brief about me. So one thing I will say is if you can relate to this kind of struggles, number one is you are a graduate, you you see yourself that I'm full of potential. I'm not supposed to be where I am at this point in time, but you're struggling to break into your dream industry because you don't lack experience. You've attended interviews, some you don't even get interviews, you don't get people calling you back, and so on and so forth. If you are in that position, then you need to be here. If you are a mid-career professional and you are feeling overwhelmed at how fast-paced the tech industry is going, there's so many changes, so many tools coming out. Today you are hearing this, today you are hearing that. You are not even sure where to pivot or where to stay. Then I will recommend that you wait till the end of this session. And if you are an immigrant professional and you have been facing endless rejections, you get that email with thank you for applying. We regret to inform you. We had other candidates that were more qualified, different kind of emails like that. Despite all the qualifications, your 5 years, your 10 years experience before you traveled into a new country, and you are not so sure how you can be impactful, how you can get a very good job that lets you stay at home with your kids, work from home, or you have few hours, you just work for a few hours, you rest, you do whatever you need to do, and you go about your day like normally, then this session is for you. So I'm going to stop sharing now and I'm going to let Henry take over. Hi, Henry, you have the floor. Henry, please confirm you can hear me. Oh, sorry, Henry. Let me apologize. Let me make you a host so that you can be able to share your screen. Henry, you're now a host. Thank you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Henry. You're welcome.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good to
Um,
have you here.
yeah, let me begin by sharing my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Larry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I'm glad to be here. My name is Henry Neze. I'm a consultant with Amdari, and I'm a data engineer, learning and working with Amdari. So I happen to work on a project that was given to Amdari by a logistics company called Skylogic Transportation. It's a Pan-African logistics company with headquarters in Nairobi, Kenya. They have offices in Nigeria, Lagos, in Johannesburg, South Africa, and in Accra, Ghana. So this company called Skylogics, we are facing a lot of challenges managing their fleet operations of over 1,200 trucks across 4 countries. So what are the challenges they are facing? The challenges of Skylogics ranges from extreme weather disruption, climate change, climate-related cargo damages, like having, cargoes wet, and then customers rejecting them and then causing, loss on the transport company. So not having access to real-time data to be able to know where their assets are across the 4 countries. Another one is infrastructure deterioration caused by vehicle plying through unmotorable ways or flooded ways due to lack of prediction of weather conditions. So they approach Amdari with these challenges and they seek that we help them solve the problem. And part of our solution was to gain access to a weather data or a weather company that has access to large data bank across the continent. The weather company is called WeatherBeat. We're able to get a forecasting data for these different countries and different state capital or location where this fleet operates. So the rationale behind the project is to enhance operational efficiency for Skylogics, reduce cargo damages, which was a problem, real-time decision-making, improve infrastructure resilience, and then strengthen client trust, because clients that they deliver these products across 4 countries complain of challenges of damages due to weather conditions or impacts on the products. So what are our project objectives? We had to set up a database, MongoDB. And the reason is because most weather data are mostly unstructured. So hence why we had to use MongoDB instead of SQL or other structured query language. We employ Python for scripts so that we could write script and extract the data and be able to ingest it. Then we use the tool Airbyte. Airbyte is for us to be able to, transport our data from source to destination, and also as an orchestration tool in a way, because it reads the data from source and moves it to destination. Then how did we do this? We did it incrementally because the data was, scheduled for 24 hours period within which this data is ingested, so that we don't have to, reload the data that has been loaded before. So we do it incrementally by date. Then lastly, we employ data modeling to be able to optimize the operations. So the project scope is from what I've just explained, getting the data from the weather API, ingesting it, writing a script, transforming it, and then ingesting it into MongoDB, or in this case, Mongo Atlas, because in the Atlas, you now have it to be in the cloud. The MongoDB can be in your local machine, but having your data in the cloud makes it easy for you to move it from Mongo Atlas, which is the cloud version of MongoDB, then to MotherDoc. MotherDoc is now the data warehouse where we store this whole data for analysis. So the data architecture, this is the architecture that explains what we are about to do, or what we did rather. We have weather API, then we wrote a Python script and then moved it to MongoDB. Then using Airbyte, we now move the data from MongoDB Atlas to MotherDoc. And then from there, we pass it down to data analysts to work on it. So these are the stack we use: Python, MongoDB, Airbyte, and then of course pushed it to GitHub. So these are just the scripts we wrote to be able to extract the data and then move it to MongoDB. So if I may share, this is just a sample of the script. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Henry. Please go on.
Yeah, so can you see the script? This is a Python script we wrote from my Jupyter notebook, from my VS Code. So we were able to write the script and then afterwards extract and then loaded the data to MongoDB Atlas. So in MongoDB Atlas, here we have the data showing different columns or different data points where we have state code, temperature, weather, winds, and the rest of them. So, hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, can hear you, Henry. Please go on.
Now, after that, we then move from MongoDB. We connected to using Airbyte. This is a string. This string is what you get when you log in into MongoDB. You get a connection string. Connection string is what you use to now move data from MongoDB through Airbyte into MotherDoc. So this connection string is what contains it's like the secret key you need to have access to data in MongoDB. So when you put it in here in Airbyte, then the database name is WeatherDB, which was initially mentioned here as database, as we can see. Then after this is the username, which was created also in MongoDB. When we impute this, the Airbyte is able to read the data from MongoDB, and then move it to MotherDoc. So same, this is a connection. And when it was successful, we now have MongoDB, MotherDoc. So this is a connection from MongoDB to MotherDoc, which is the destination, the data warehouse where we are storing this weather data for further analysis. And then after loading it to MotherDoc, here is the data: the wind speed, the cloud, snow, the cloud, mid PCT, and the rest of them. These are all the weather data information. Then from here, whoever that wants to work with the data can query it, especially the data analyst in Skylogics. So the SQL data analytic insight also that we're able to look into that will help us address this issue is looking at data coverage, temperature analysis, precipitation that has to do with weather condition, wind condition, risk assessment, and data quality. So we're able to query data in MongoDB, in Modadoc rather, and these are the insight we were able to get city temperature ranking for route optimization. We're able to write a query, select location.city name, location.country code. Then we have average temperature. Of course, when you read through, you see what we're trying to achieve is to know the temperature condition of each route, to know if we are to deploy trucks in that location or not, or to better wait for the right weather condition to be able to deploy trucks for delivery. The next is precipitation probability for delivery. This was like a predictive analytics trying to find if it's possible that the weather will be bad or it will be good. So we look at the probability. If the probability is greater than 0, and then the percentage of cloud coverage is less than 70, then we should be able to say there's likelihood that possibly it will rain. If not, so these are the conditions of case when writing these queries for us to be able to predict the possibility of having a bad weather condition. And if so, we are most likely not to deploy trucks to those locations. The next is extreme weather condition. We're also able to write a query or based on temperature. When the temperature is far greater than 35 degrees, or the temperature is far lower than -5, it means the weather condition is extreme. Truck drivers plying the routes, during this process should rather hold on until the weather is favorable. Then the next is recent weather trend. We now check the weather trends based on yesterday, previous days, what is likely to happen in 2 days' time or in a week time. So after writing all this query, we're able to answer the problem of SkyLogic, which was to enhance route optimization, proactive risk mitigation. Of course, when we know the weather condition, we're able to achieve that, improve operational efficiency. With all this SQL query we carried out, we were able to answer this question. So that is all that we were able to achieve for our clients. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry. Does anybody have any question? Please, if you have a question, kindly raise up your hand for Henry. If you have a question, please raise up your hand. Just signify. Does anybody have a question for Henry? You can signify by having your hands. So while when people are trying to raise their hand, what did you find most challenging about this particular project?
Yeah, the most challenging aspect is requirement gathering, speaking with the stakeholders, trying to understand the problem that we're trying to solve. That's where the problem more is. After understanding the requirement and gathering all that is needed was when we were able to come to the conclusion of what are the tools we need and where do we source for the data to solve this problem. So requirement gathering is majorly our challenge during the process.
Okay. All right, thank you. Does anybody have questions? I don't see anybody's hands raised. Does anybody have question for Henry?
Yes, I have a question.
All right, Kayode, please go on.
Okay, I'm particularly interested in how you were able to come up with the Python codes to determine when the weather is bad and when that was it predictive models you used or what type of how do you go about it?
No, it's just basically SQL queries. There wasn't a predictive model. It's SQL query using the data because the data points have range. if we look at the humidity, temperature, all of them have range. So when the temperature is higher, greater than or less than this, of course, we know when temperature is above 35 degrees, for instance, is considered to be a hot weather. When something is going to minus, it's already a harsh weather. So with this understanding, we're able to write SQL query. So it wasn't like a predictive model where there's so much of regression analysis or anything. It's basically SQL query, and then leveraging on that to answer the question. So most of the questions we have basically answered using SQL, nothing too complex or too statistical about it.
Kenneth is saying, please, can you show us a demo session of how you transported the data to the warehouse and Atlas? I don't think that will be possible on this call, Henry. Am I correct?
Yeah, well, that might not really, because it will take our time. That means I'll go log in. But why I had the screenshot was to show that there was a login. If you check, you see my name and different places I logged in.
Oh, okay.
You see, this is me here. There's still me here. There's still me here. This is my name. So these are when I logged in. So if someone wants, I could share the Python script and all the script I work with for the person to run it and then change their login details to still have the same result.
Okay. All right, no problem. Well, the very good thing about this, Kenneth, is that if you fill the attendance, I just drop the attendance link again in the comment section. If you fill the attendance, I will be sending you get an email with the recording of this session and also every slide so that you can take a look at some of the things I mentioned in the slide. In case you want to imitate or you want to get a brief of how we did it, you can be able to do that too, all by yourself. All right. Thank you so much. Is there any other question for Henry? All right. In the absence of any other question, Henry, thank you very much. You can stop sharing. All right. So let me go back to our former conversation. Please let me just open my second screen so that I can be able to see if you guys have any question or you're raising up your hands at any point in time. And also, kindly confirm if you can see my screen. Anybody, thumbs up if you can see my screen. All right, thank you very much. So Henry just took us through one of the projects that he has worked on with Amdari. And trust me, Henry has, I don't believe this is his first project. I don't believe this is his first, what's it called now, project that he has worked on. This is a normal thing for people who are our consultants. Like I mentioned earlier, you understand, this is part of Henry's every day, and every of our consultants and interns every day when you sign up for the Amdari internship program. So, how do you gain this real world experience at Amdari? How you gain the real world experience that Henry just highlighted? One of many projects that is going to be working on. One of many projects that if a recruiter sends in a DM today and say, oh, we would like to hire you, send in your application, let's fix a meeting for an interview session. Henry can easily take them through this project. Oh, I worked on this project with this. This was how I achieved it. This was what we did. We used SQL. We did this, and every other times within the data engineering. And anybody that is going to be hiring him is going to definitely feel confident. Why are they feeling confident? They are feeling confident because this is somebody that is speaking from experience of what he has handled before, not from the experience of I have read about it on Coursera. I have taken a course online. I've attended multiple sessions. No, I have done the real work. So what does Amdari do? Amdari is a platform that helps immigrants, number one, people who are looking to get tech jobs, number two, gain real world experience. You, so you understand me? So now, if you are an immigrant seeking sponsorship, you have already taken a course in data analysis, data science, data engineering, business analysis, cyber security, governance, risk and compliance, project management, and you have been applying, sending applications, or you don't even have the confidence, like you feel like you are not good enough, you've only taken a couple of courses, you don't really have the experience, then Amdari is the best place for you to come to, because we are not here to essentially teach you on how to be a data analyst or a data scientist. We are here to give you that reward experience that you lack based on the courses that you have taken. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now, let us now dive deep into some of the things Amdari brings into the table. You understand me? So, number one thing Amdari brings into the table is rebranding. You get project-based experience. Tell real industry-based experience. You work with cross-functional teams, things that a normal recruiter will ask you. So if you ask Henry now, some of the people he worked with, I'm sure you can definitely realize that, oh, during one of the projects they've done, they worked with people from maybe cyber security team and they work together on a particular project. Those are things a recruiter will ask, have you worked with any cross-functional team before? Oh, yes, when I was handling this particular project, we worked with the cyber security team, the project management team, in order for us to be able to access this data and use this data to do this. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the experience is not limited to one industry. You're working with health industry, you're working with, you could work with tech related, you could work with government related, you could work with health related, and so on and so forth like that. And you have multiple role experience, multiple technology and tools experience. You work and collaborate on different kind of projects. And most importantly, you have increased confidence for future roles. Do you understand me? I saw a particular comment by, you know, our co-founder, Efemina. He said something around the fact that the kind of people you meet when you first get into the UK or when you travel out of the country, you most likely define your mentality or how you quickly acclimatize into the environment, into a foreign environment. Say, for example, when you move to the UK and you start rolling with people that they tell you that you cannot get a good job in the UK, the only job that is available is care job, is this kind of work, is that kind of work. You will be stuck with care job for a while or for a very long time. Why? Because the people you're associated with are not striving hard to get other kind of job. They have, what's it called? They have limited themselves into the jobs that is currently being gotten, they are currently working on. Do you understand me? But if you interact with yourself with people who are already striving in the UK market, they've worked the journey you're about to work with. It gives you experience. It gives you ways on how to work this journey. Which brings me to the last point, with project-based experience. Okay, opportunities. Do you understand what I mean? So when we say networking opportunities, one of the very benefits of joining Amdari is that you are now going to be interacting with people on the same journey with you, number one. People who have worked the journey with you, who have worked the journey before you. Mentorship sessions, people who have gotten a job in the UK, striving in the UK tech market, you get to interact with them. They guide you, they show you principled ways on how to do things. And we also bless you all, we train you on employability skills. You have CV revamp and CV review. Your CV will be revamped and review. And when we talk about CV revamp and review, is there a case scenario of, oh, bring your CV, we change it and tweak it for you. We teach you or we train you how you can do it yourself. So that in case that you're applying for other roles that may not even be related to data analysis, say for example, anybody that does business analysis may be able to apply for a data analyst job. But we don't expect that you use your business analysis CV to apply for a data analysis job. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that you will be able to confidently by yourself revamp your CV or review your CV all by yourself. Also, we teach you LinkedIn optimization, something you can do by yourself. You have one-on-one mentorship session. You have career coaching. You have interview preparation. Within 2 months of you joining our program, you are able to start interviewing. Sorry, you are able to start applying for a job. When you apply for a job, the game has changed for you because it's no longer the case of you are no longer getting interviews. It's now the case of you are now getting interviews, and you need to be able to go from interviews to the next step, which is getting that particular job or reaching the consideration level. And at the consideration level, your job reference is going to go a long way. People want to be able to see or hear from people who have been there for you. So we give you job reference in Amdari, 2 years job reference. So let's say, for example, you started by December, and you say, and maybe when you are filling your application or your CV, you said you have been working with Amdari for the last 1 year. What you just need to tell us is that this is what you said or what you said in your interview. And we give you a job reference of the last 1 year. And even after you finish your program, let's say, for example, you finish your program tomorrow and you decide to come back and say, oh, I'm struggling with this, we still provide you on the job support. We don't just leave you and say, oh, we are done giving you the employability training. You belong to a community, very big and large community of people who are experienced in the industry, and they can give you on the job training. So I want you to listen to some success stories. Look at Francis. Francis is one of our former consultants. He was a consultant as a project manager. You understand me? Francis got a job with Deloitte in the UK. This is them messaging his coach Brown, okay, and saying, "Iwane, I just got a call from Deloitte that the interview was successful. Starting onboarding in August. To God be the glory. Good morning, sir." I know those of you who are able knows that one is brother. These are some of the success testimony. I want you to listen to Francis' testimony just a little bit before we continue our session. Let me move to a new tab. Let me share. Just give me a second, please. Let me quickly share my screen. So let me share you with you Francis' testimony. This is on our YouTube channels. You can go and see some of our testimonials. Some of these people are also on LinkedIn. You can go there and ask them questions about the program. Let me quickly show you Francis. Okay, Francis is under project management. Oh yes, this is Francis.
I love the fact that you've been able to achieve one of the major reasons, one of the major goals that make you sign up, which
Can
is
you hear
landing a
the
job.
can
And
you hear
even
the
I got to
YouTube
land a
video?
job with Deloitte, a project management role with Deloitte. So congratulations once again, Mr. Francis.
Please confirm you're able to hear the video. Can anybody raise up their hand and just confirm they're able to hear the video? Thumbs up, anybody?
Yeah, so before I
Yeah,
got
I
what was the
got it.
biggest challenge you faced in your job search, especially breaking into tech and landing that first role?
Let me go by your question structure. First and foremost, before Amdari, it majored my quest for upskilling on academics, and so within that period, I was really not interested in getting the hands-on until that has been completed. So I wouldn't really, say I had much of a challenge, but rather an upskilling purpose and intentions. And that's the reason why I decided to join Amdari, because I needed to have a feel of a good hands-on experience and exposure as well. Just getting myself ready for the industry challenge and trends. The interning experience has been very excellent. Joining the team gave me a chance to work with the teammates, cross-functional teams, as we would always call it, on real business problems. And honestly, it was not just managing timelines and tasks. It was about learning to coordinate people, prioritize goals, and also communicate effectively. Yeah. Um, one of one of my major highlights for um, joining Amdari was the exposure to project management tools like Trello, Asana, and Confluence. Yeah, these platforms weren't just digital platforms. They became the backbone of how we communicate and track projects. So I can tell you, with Trello, it got me hands-on with Kanban methodologies. It really taught me how to break down complex tasks into, actionable steps, as well as Brown is always there. And one thing about
Also mentioned, what specific part of your Amdari experience gave you an edge during your interview?
okay, so the interview was very completely but equally valuable. Yeah, valuable experience from Amdari. And so while preparing for the interview, I found myself pulling directly um, projects from what I learned at Amdari. And so, for instance, when they asked about project challenges, I talked about using Asana to manage deliverables and how we resolved it through prioritization and stakeholder communication. So that was real life scenario added. That experience added value or added depth to my answer. What stood out during the interview was how much I emphasize Deloitte's um, Deloitte places on problem solving. Yeah, collaborations and tech influence. Yeah.
So, you got
So that's a little bit about what Francis has to say. But let's go to let's listen to this
a
interview.
job offer just a
from
few
Let's listen to this interview from Anita, who also got a job as a business analyst
months, I think
in
about
the
2
UK.
months into the program. So, how does that feel? You got a business analyst role. So, how does that
Can we all hear that she got a business analyst role that sponsored her 2 months into her program with Amdari? The Amdari program is a 3 month program, but she got it 2 months into her program.
feel?
Yeah, feels feels exciting. Yeah, feels exciting.
Yeah. Amazing. That's actually great to know. So, what specific skills or experience from this Amdari program would you really say gave you that confidence to ace your interview?
So I would say being in the shoes of a consultant actually helped because you're solving business cases, you're preparing the documentation. So having deeper experiences or having firsthand deeper experiences into creating all the business requirement documentations, using all of those tools, going deeper into business analysis itself was a good one for me. So it just helped prepare me for whatever interview was coming.
Awesome. So what would you say the reaction of the recruiters was like during the interview process? You ended up landing in
Everybody, I want you to listen to this part very, very well. What's the reaction? What was the reaction of the recruiters? Listen to this part very well.
your business analyst role, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the reaction like when they saw the quality of the project, or even from you talking about the projects you worked on? What was their reaction like
Yeah,
as a result of what you built, the experience you gained, and what you could do?
I could only see a reaction of, okay, this is the girl we are looking for. This is the person we want to work with, right? And that was because having had experience working with those processes as a consultant in Amdari, I was able to defend those projects, talk about the projects in depth. I was able to talk about the tools used in the project, cost of the project, benefits, which is everything you would learn and do as a consultant in Amdari. So the only reaction I got was, this is our girl, this is the person we want. Because even at the interview there, they already started asking me how long I needed to give notice in my current job, and then showing me and telling me about the office, what I should expect and all of that. So it was actually, it was very encouraging having to know that, okay, you could do an interview, you could ace it very well, and then you get good feedback even while still doing the interview. Not like they'll tell you, we'll reach back to you, or we'll get back to you in 3-5 days, and you didn't hear from them and stuff. Yeah. So it was actually an amazing one.
Awesome. So what aspect of your experience at Amdari, right? What aspect of the internship itself really helped you to ace your interview, to go from being a
So thank you guys. That's the part I want you guys to, what was it called? That's the part I want you guys to actually listen to. You understand what I'm saying? And you can see when she said something very, very profound there. The moment she started talking, they said, this is our girl. This is the person we want to hire. And that could be your own story too. When you walk into an interview confidently because you have done the work that needs to be done, what they are going to tell you is that, let's hire this person. You can go to our YouTube channel, but if you want a recording of this session too, please fill the attendance in the comment section. You can go to on our YouTube channel, watch some of these testimonials, and trust me, a lot of your perception is going to change. You can even watch some of our sessions in the past about tips, tricks, and getting a job in the UK, how you can level up and so on and so forth like that. So these are some of our testimonials. I mean, this person also reached out to one of our mentors, Amina. With the way you revamp my CV, I got a job offer of 50,000 pounds yesterday. But she turned the job down because why? A 6 hours drive to London. Very amazing testimony. So this is Larry. Larry got a job as a business analyst within the data analyst team. You understand me? So another very good story here. And you have so many of them on our YouTube channel. This is Feisayo that got a job as a data scientist in the UK, and many of these jobs are sponsorship jobs. So also, Damilola landed a senior role in procurement in the UK before the completion of her internship. Many amazing, what was it called? Amazing success stories like this. So Vivian joined our data science program and she completed her training in May. And in June, she got a data scientist job working remotely in France. And she further got a second job as an associate manager, data and business analyst in the UK. 2 offers. This is the email she wrote to a Femina, sharing her these delightful news. 3 jobs offers in the UK. She's working with a brand in France, a business in France, and has another job in the UK. Shocking 2 jobs while working remotely. And this can also be your own story too. So when is our next cohort? Our next cohort is December 6th, starts December 6th. But I have a special offer for you. And that offer unfortunately closes by tomorrow night. So here's the offer. Normally our program is £500. But we are currently running a Black Friday. As many of you here already know, you've been seeing some of our flyers. You've been seeing, I've been, because I'm in charge of running ads for Amdari, I've been running retargeting campaigns. You'll be seeing our Black Friday discount. You'll be seeing this in our communities and so on and so forth like that. We are currently running this discount at £299. You understand me? You are saving over £210, like huge £210. And the good thing is that you get to pay in installments, £99 first, then £100, £100. A 3-month program. And you get, if you pay within the next 24 hours, you get to get 1 month extra, which is 3 months and 1 month free. Like, isn't that amazing? Like, very, very amazing. Pay for 3 months and you get 1 month extra. And what do you get? You get CV and LinkedIn makeover. Like, you go from looking like an amateur on your with your CV and your LinkedIn to looking like an expert in the field that recruiters can easily reach out to. You have an interview mastery preparation. You jump on a call like this and you are able to defend, you're able to say what you're speaking to your, or what's it called, you're able to speak to your strength in business analysis, cyber security, project management, data analysis, data science. Understand me? And you are able to defend projects that you have done. And you also have an exclusive remote job board. It is not a case of you start applying on LinkedIn, Indeed, and everywhere. We are not saying we are going to stop you from doing that, but we have paid for platforms that require, payments before you can access some jobs. We have paid, and we have our own remote job board that is accessible to our interns, where they can be applying for jobs there that nobody else, only a number of people will be applying for. So you are going to be the one applying for those kind of jobs. You have a personal portfolio website where you can showcase your project and skills. When I am done, you can ask, I don't know if, oh, Henry has left. I wish Henry was still here. You can ask him. There's a portfolio website where after you are done with the project, it's uploaded there. So it's not a case of, even before you get into an interview, while you are sending your CV, you can add link to your portfolio and they see some things you have worked on. And the portfolio website is for life. It's not a case scenario of, oh, after you're done with your program, it has been removed. It is for life. You get what I'm saying? And you also have an international work reference letter. This is not a case. Amdari is a Canadian and a UK registered organization. So it's not a case of you are receiving any reference letter from another country. We are receiving reference letter from a UK-based organization, work reference letter from a UK-based organization. So you are able to make payments. Sorry, you are able to emphasize where you have worked on. And the very good thing is our founders are not their industry leaders. Both a Femina and a Deza and the Momi are industry leaders in their field. So when the people like that give you reference, in fact, if you go through our YouTube channel, there is one of our consultant that said she was in competition with another person, and the recruiter told her upon giving them the offer letter that the only thing that changed the game for her was the reference letter that she got from a femina, that the reference was so amazing that they had no choice but to, give her the job. And you have a mentorship every Thursday from industry experts. So it is not just the technical skill, the CV, and everything you are gaining. You're also getting mentorship every Thursday and career coaching session. So you have an opportunity to be able to join a career coaching session, talk to your career coach. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to go about it. They give you advice based on experience and so on and so forth. So £99. I'm going to be sending you the recording of this session and these slides and also Henry's slides via email. So please fill the attendance in the comment section. I'm also going to copy the payments link now into the comment section in case you want to make payments. And in case you are looking for the payments link here in any of the communities, please, you can reach out to the admin posting on those communities and tell them you want to make payments, and they will gladly assist you in whatever you want to do. So I think that is pretty much it from my end. I can see that we have hands raised, and I'm going to be taking questions by at this point in time. So first, for me, do you have a question? Your hands is raised. Yes, you can pay for the cohort after December. You can pay for the January cohort, but it doesn't go beyond the January cohort. That's Cynthia. And Cynthia, I'm answering your question. All right, thank you. And just to be able to, what was it called? Just to be able to remind you, the Black Friday discount ends tomorrow, the 15th. From there on, the price increases to £310. And I would really love I would really love if everybody within this call can take advantage of the discount, because it's it's not, it becomes a thing of, it doesn't really look good when you say, oh, please, can I make the payment of £99, the discount was yesterday, was still on last week Friday, and so on and so forth like that. Please take advantage now. First deposit is £99, you can pay £100. So I'm posting the link for payments in the comment section. You can make payments, and or just in case the link is not working, please reach out to the admin of the groups you are in, and they will be able to send you link for payment. Hi, Blacksin Okran. You want to ask a question? You have your hands raised.
Hi. Yes. I joined the 8th of no, was it the 8th of November cohort?
Okay, you're welcome. How has it been?
Yes. Yeah, I have joined it, but I'm not on the WhatsApp, what do you call it, group. I've sent messages, but I have not been linked up to the WhatsApp group. And then
Oh, who's
I
your
also requested for also the timetable to know what days we'll be meeting, which I don't have.
have you attended any of the
Yes, I think
sessions?
last week Saturday was the first time we met.
Okay,
It
okay,
was just that
okay.
like an onboarding thing. So it was
Oh,
just for I think a period of about an hour or two. We just did an introduction on what the course will entail, and then that's all we did. And then we were supposed to meet on Tuesday, but because I didn't have the link and I didn't have the prompt, I wasn't able to join on Tuesday for the project itself.
for sincerest apologies about that. Should have been in your email, but please, what program are you?
Data analyst.
Data analysis. Please, I'm going to drop my number in the comment section. Please
I
reach
think
out to me so that
I think it was it Adezi or something like that.
a Daisy.
Yeah, I think she
Do you
was the
have a
one
Daisy's
who.
number?
No, she was the one who was a facilitator for the program. And I think when I wasn't able to get through, I think I reached out to Jennifer, but Jennifer said she was not part of the internship group, but another group, and she'll get back to me. But yeah.
Please reach out to me. Reach out to me before we leave this call so that I can reach out to
Okay,
Daisy and
I'll
see.
write your number and then yeah.
All right, thank you. So that we can plug in and Daisy can give you can take you in on the next steps. Apologies about that. You should have been getting your email now.
Yeah.
Okay. Does any other
That's
person
okay.
have any question? Thank you, Blackson. Okay.
That's okay. Thank you for answering that.
Does anybody want to ask any other question? Blackson, can I ask you a question?
Yep.
What convinced you to join the program?
Um, it's been it's been a long time. I watch Amdari. I've been listening to Amdari, your master classes, most of your programs. I have it on my WhatsApp. I think I got linked to Amdari through I think 10 Analytics.
Okay, it's analytics.
Yes, but so I listened to both of it, but because I have done the training already, but I just had needed the internship, I
Okay.
decided to, yeah, if I had my own way, I would have done the whole program all over again. But
Oh,
yeah, but yeah, I just decided to do the internship and see how it goes. Yeah.
okay. Okay.
I'm a nurse by profession. I've been a nurse for about past 15 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What
So
made you wanted to try tech?
I'm tired. I'm tired of the shift work, going up, you leave home in the morning, you come back in the evening. By the time you go, your children are sleeping. By the time you come back, they're also sleeping. You don't even see them. The money is not even enough. So you need to do an extra shift. That means you have to be doing more shifts. If you're even on 3 day shifts, you are seeing yourself doing about maybe 5 shifts or maybe 6 just to do some banking to cover up. And it's sometimes you need time for the family. Money is not everything, but you need time for the family as well. And yeah, my sister did cybersecurity. She's also a nurse practitioner in America, and she did cybersecurity, and then she's enjoying her life. She comes
Oh,
on holidays to me, and then she brings her laptop here. She can work from here. She goes to France on holidays, and she can work from there, so she doesn't have to stay at one place, and she's still making money. She's being paid for. So yeah, I said,
wow.
okay, let me look into it and see. Maybe I need a change. Like,
I'm glad you actually have, or what's it called, somebody as that you can, see as a testimony for you to be able to also take this kind of journey. Some of, the fear of the unknown usually scares people in order for them to be able to change career or try new things. You understand me to say that,
yeah,
oh,
the fear of the unknown is there, but I think you have to put in the extra effort because it didn't come on a silver platter for her. She
hmm,
was still doing her nursing career, but she was also applying for jobs. She had to apply. She made it a point of maybe changing her LinkedIn and then applying for maybe no more than maybe about 20 or 30 jobs a day or something like that. Even involve her children to even apply for some for her. She's already done her CV already. So it's just a matter of applying for the job. So she put a lot of effort. It didn't come on a silver platter, but when she got the job, I mean, she's laughing and she's able to I think she's employed about 4 or 6 of her cohorts people into her organization. She's the head of risk management.
oh wow, that's amazing.
Mm.
That's amazing. All right, thank you very much. It's I'm happy to hear your story. Hopefully that by this time, in January or December, we can
I
be
can't wait. I can
yeah,
I
by
I
the time
I just I just can't wait.
we can share your own testimony
I would
too.
put in the effort. I would sacrifice. I would put in if every day. Maybe sometimes when I'm even driving, I want to listen to something. I don't want to go on social media again. Now I just when I'm driving, I just want to put it on something about data analysis, something to listen to. It's better
Hmm,
than going on Facebook and going on TikTok and going on social media. It doesn't do me any good at all.
that's good. I'm really glad and I'm excited for this new journey that you're taking. I wish you the best and hopefully you can come back to this, session one day and say, I remember attending a session on the 14th of November. And we can share testimonies on, to other interns and say, see
Yeah,
what
and to
somebody
encourage
said.
someone also. Yeah,
Yes, encourage somebody. Thank you
yeah,
very.
encourage someone. So what's your name again?
My name is Olumide.
Oh, let me do it. Thank you.
Yes. Does anybody have any other question? Oh, Cynthia, have you also joined the program, or you just want to join? I'm waiting. Oh, oh, you're about to join, but January ports. Looking forward to you joining, Cynthia. You are going to be in good hands. Thank you. So I think in the absence of any other question, observation, we can call it a night. Thank you everybody for joining. It's been a pleasure to be your host today. I think our consultant is no longer here. I will send him a DM to say thank you. Thank you everybody. Good